All right. Just checking some things out before we get into it. Make sure everybody can hear me. Yeah, I think so. Multi-screen. It shouldn't be a multi-screen. We just need to basically check who's in here. We got 35 people, 7 likes. Looks like I'm looking into a double mirror. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? Anybody hear me? Yes. You know what? Let me just bring this pop-out chart. Yes, you can hear me. All right, perfect. All right. Don't know what the hell's happening here. Let's just cut in half. All right. Okay, you're fine. All right. Okay. All right. So today, right now, we're down 2% for AMC. I was hoping for a larger increase, but we're seeing a 2% decrease after a 50% gain yesterday. That's not bad. 300 million shares worth of volume yesterday. Today, the volume's looking a little bit better. I'll tell you that. The volume is looking a lot better. We have SOS up this morning, up to 417. That's good to see for anybody that's included in that. Let's see. Not a lot that are up a ton though. Cost is down. What's down a significant amount? Oh, where's AMC? Just had them. So yeah, 55.94. Damn, it's early. I couldn't sleep. Either got a feeling AMC is going to do something crazy this morning. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to see the same. I mean, right now we're down, but when we look at it as a whole, um, we hit that 4 o'clock mark and really just fell off, continued to fall. And now we're starting to see it, kind of consolidate a little bit. Hit little peaks and valleys, mini peaks and valleys of 55, 62 to 56. So top of the morning, Matt. Honestly, how realistic is 100K? It's something that could happen, right? We understand that the market cap would be ridiculous. A lot of people know that, but we're not taking into account, like we're not looking at this and saying that we're looking at normal fundamentals. You know what I mean? For the overall company, we know that it's not valued up at these points, but people will say, oh, well, the market cap wouldn't line up. It would be worth way too much. Well, just know that right now it's worth more than the company actually is, I believe. But the fundamentals don't matter at this point. It's the fact that we have something that's not fundamentally sound, as in the hedge funds that are shorting, naked shorting, doing things that will, one, if we buy up the stock, which we have done, will increase that stock a hell of a lot. The only thing that holds us back in every case in to get to 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, whatever, is the amount of people that are holding large amounts of stock. And people were telling me yesterday, people were telling me that I don't see many people holding past 2K exactly. uh, people were telling me yesterday about whales, and they were like, "Oh, well, institutions, you know, don't really define where the peak is." Well, I'm talking about whales as in retail traders, people that are holding, you know, 5, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 shares. Those people will end up, uh, derailing all of it if they decide to sell a large portion. Because 10,000 shares is a lot when it starts to get up to these points. But yeah, it's so difficult. I know what you mean. I don't see people holding past 2K because it gives you it gives you value that a lot of people are just like, well, what if this all goes away? You know what I mean? What if everything completely goes away and we have nothing left? You know? So again, I think I think that we need to the exit strategy video that I created. I hope we can continue with that exit strategy, but it's going to be tough. Seeing people hold past certain levels is going to be tough because once you see the money, it, some people could be gone. What are your thoughts on this week option on AMC? Options? I think you you could find some great options. It looks like they're trying to push it or pull it back from 60. So it looks like they're really trying to resist 60. So as long as you understand that, you figure out whatever you want to do with your options, then yeah, you can go ahead with it. I'm hoping that we can get to 100 this week, see a large jump, but know that they're trying to resist it at 60. They're trying to pull that back at 60. It did break 60 yesterday, but they're trying to pull that back. Yesterday, the high was $60.55. Thank you for giving me hope. This might change my life. I own 30 shares and in praying/waiting. Yeah, that would be absolutely amazing if we can get to those points. The people with the lesser amount of shares will be able to sell at those peaks or closer to them because they'll be able to get them filled. Could we see BB have a significant rise with AMC squeezes? Yes. Yes, we can. I think there's going to be a lot of positions like Cost, BB, probably Nokia, Bed Bath & Beyond, all of these positions that were following along with AMC in the beginning and GME in the beginning. That's what you'll see make those pushes. Uh, do you think it will crack, or you think it will track like GME, sell high and try to ride those dips? Um, I don't think it'll track like GME unless they continue to push us back. Because if they continue to pull it back, then yes, it could track just like how GME did. But I think GME was derailed by all of the restricted trading, and I hope that AMC does not get derailed by that. But it's possible. You never really know. When you'll be back from vacation? I think it's Saturday. We're going to be leaving, or we should be home on Saturday. Aloha, Matt from Honolulu, Hawaii. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Let me see how many people are in here. I got 217. Make sure you guys hit that like button while you're in here. I appreciate everybody. We look at the short interest here, and the short volume ratio is 23%. So they're still consistently shorting. It's not something where they're giving up. We've seen like a normal amount of shorting somewhere around the single digits, or 10% or so. 20% is a little high. 69.1 million shares that they're shorting is a lot. Out of 301 million is a lot. So know that they're not giving up. They're still consistently shorting the position. You have 1.3 million short shares available. Short borrow fee rate is 2.58%. See, I would love to be able to have like the short interest numbers. The short interest numbers like be insanely high with the amount of shares that we're holding. It makes sense for us to be at those points. I'm the guy who called the open price yesterday at 51.50. Remember, that was good. It was good, really good. I know my price it was getting up there and then fell back down. I figured that that would happen. I didn't even take that into account. But yeah, I'm so sad I didn't buy more at 42. I was waiting for it to go to 40 and then went up yesterday. Yeah, there's a lot of people that I talked to that I was like, you should probably put some more money into it. You should probably, or, you should probably buy some. I feel like you can gain a little bit at these points. And some people listen to me, some people didn't, but it's not advice, so I guess it doesn't matter. But yeah, we're up in the, we're actually decreasing more down to 3%, 3.3% for AMC. Stair stepping on the way down, creating new lows. Currently reading in Andrew Andrew T's book he recommended. Do you know much about his Bull Bears trading school? I don't. I was thinking about joining it way back when, but it's all about uh, communities. I think he has a lot of students that make a ton of money, and he goes more in depth with a lot of this day trading stuff. So it's more or less um, uh, understanding how to make a decent amount of money moving pennies, what platforms to use in order to, speed or basically like speed trade. But I haven't looked into a school too much more than that. I didn't want to have to pay for it back then because it was more of like a side hobby, really, and it still is. But it's something to where I'm consistently gaining money with the current strategy. So, but I don't know much about it. I do love the book though. Let's look at this position. Someone said, "Let's look at this. If it could rise, are you looking at it long term, short term, today? What are you looking at? Because today the volume is just very, very spotty. The market cap is 6.6 billion. Um, let's see where we're at. What's that? This is the right thing. Yes. Um, I wanted to look at Market Watch. Let's see how many. 100 million shares outstanding. Currently at 6.2 billion. 6.2 billion market cap. The short interest, I guess 22%, pretty high. Are we seeing it take a jump recently? Let's see, 1 month. Yeah, we've been seeing it steadily go up. Can it rise? I would say yes, but let's add the. I already have the. I need the EMA. Pass it. There it is. Gotta edit it though. Boom. Let's look at it at a 10,000 foot view. So yeah, recently it's been rising, but as you start to look back a few months ago, it was diving down. So we might be in a little bit more of an uptrend at the moment. But yeah, it definitely has some retest moments to get back up to maybe that 70 mark to test that a little bit. But it has been, I guess, shorted somewhere around here, around this mark, around the end, beginning of May. The end of May, we did see that start to rise again. So I'm thinking we could see a little bit of a kick to maybe retest some of these support levels or resistance levels. So look at it at like 64 to 70 to retest those marks. That's what I'm thinking. It looks like AMC is starting to come back a little bit. Allergies. Yes, I do have allergies. Um, but they've been pretty good. They haven't been that bad. Like a day to a few weeks. If you see this, um, let's see. So if you're looking to hold it for a day to a few weeks, I think it could be something that it looks like it's on it's on a rise, just a little bit, right? But I'm thinking it might be a few weeks, might be something that ends up retesting maybe a support level or resistance level. So yes, good morning, Matt. I have 1,606 shares to, or is it 1.0? I don't know if it's 1,606 shares. Hopefully those little ones. Patience. We're almost there. Thank you for everything you do. Well, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for saying that. And yes, we are holding. And I think the main message we need to have here is that we're not dumb. We look into a lot of the detail. We understand exactly where it can get, and we're not dumb. The only thing I want to make sure is that people aren't too greedy. Don't get too greedy and sit here and say I'm holding out for the biggest jump that we could possibly have. Now, unless it's like, let's say you had 1,600 shares and you were going to hold 20 for the largest jump that you can get to, then that makes sense. So I started with one free share last month. This share was Johnson & Johnson at 162, and I have bought and sold my way up to $900.48. Taking my profit and dumping 700 more in AMC. That's awesome. That's awesome. Unfortunately, I can't buy more than 12 or 15. Sorry, I'm trying to find out what you're talking about here. Unfortunately, I can't buy more than 12 or 15. Time sucks because I'm missing major gains. I feel. I mean, yeah. I mean, there are a lot of gains out there. It's just sometimes when you see an opportunity and you know it's going your way, you feel like you're missing a lot. So I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. AMC right now is currently increasing. Let's actually go to one day to see what's happening right now. Yeah, so we're on a little bit of an uptrend. Well, actually, I'm sorry. We're actually in a downward movement. We're creating lower lows, lower highs. Let's hope we can see this stay at these levels and maybe break 60, hold past 60. That would be amazing. I don't want to do that. I want to see what the How many people are in here? You got 417 people in here. Guys, hit that like button. It does help out more than you know. Guys want to follow me on Twitter, also do that. Let's look at GME. Because GME actually dropped yesterday. It dropped by 1.6%. Now it's not, basically 1.7. Now it's not something that was ridiculous. Like, it wasn't a crazy drop. It just sucks seeing red. And seeing it down 1.7 or 1.8% in the pre-market as well, not really the best bet. I've actually learned the majority of what I know from you, honestly. Um, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, no problem. I mean, that's what makes me feel um, great about the things that I'm teaching, that they actually, work. Um, Typically, you can get, like, you can start day trading or swing trading or doing whatever, but you end up following somebody's strategy directly. And I hope that the fact that I pitch that people should build their own strategy really helps you out, understanding what you feel comfortable with, where you can go. Chef Hood, Daddy's here. How you doing? I have a question that I don't seem to know the answer to. Yeah, go ahead, shoot. See if I can answer it. But yeah, I appreciate everybody that stops by here and, looks to me for my opinion, and any type of education is always good. Whether I know a lot about, this stuff or a little about this stuff, it's always great. I can't zoom in here, so I don't know why. Ooh, there we go. I don't know how I did that. That's not good. The zoom in just sucks. Say you have AMC at the open and you hold, like, let's say 10 shares. Can you sell and buy it back at a lower price the same day without being a day trade, or is it a day trade? Uh, so if you hold it at the open, so let's say if you hold it going into the day, you can sell that position because it was something you held from a previous day. You can actually buy it again, but if you sell it again, that's when it'll be considered a day trade. So whenever you do a buy and sell in the same day, um, that's when it'll be considered a day trade, not a sell and buy when you have a buy and sell. I feel like there's a kid awake. It's a little early for that. Okay, I have two. I have 2 day trades for the week, and I didn't want to lock my day trading for 90 days. Yeah, that sucks. Because then if that ends up happening, you get locked out. But if you put 25,000 in there, I think you don't get locked out. Had you to wake up 4 a.m. shorting in the pre-market. These guys must be desperate. Good morning from Colorado. Damn, pre-market sucks this morning. Yeah, it's not that great. GME is down 1.8%. AMC's down 3.4%, has increased in the amount it decreased, if that makes sense. It's not really the best situation right now. They're not really making the best moves here. Oh, I'll tell you what, I can't wait to get back to my normal setup when it comes to the computer and everything. Um, it's just isn't ideal. I hate it. Yeah, that's exactly why I waited until I got an answer from you. Yeah, again, I mean, it's day trading is great. I love day trading. Obviously, if you have 25,000 in your account, you're using a margin account. I feel like day trading is amazing because you can go in and out, do as many times as you want, and go from there. But I assume Hedgie's sleeping in the office, probably. Uh, a separation account. Please look into this. Freaking me out. Let's see. This got it. I'll probably have to look into it like later. We have 551 people here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. It's back in May. Is it recent? Is it recent, or is it something that you're worrying about from the past? Because I'll have to look into it later. You ever seen this stair step on the way down? That's not obviously good if we're seeing that stair step. Like, I like your backdrop. Your home better. The fine china feels like you're at grandma's house. That's accurate. Um, I would normally sit over there, but like I said, I still don't know how to turn on that light. I tried. One day I would get there. Yeah, it takes a while to get there, but once you do, uh, you start feeling really comfortable, and it's just I'm not saying it's easy, but finding gains and accepting small losses becomes a little bit easier. The only thing that gets more difficult is trying to gain more money because humans are greedy, very greedy. I'm the same way where a lot of times if I make over 100, 200 in a day, then I will continue trading. I'm supposed to stop, but I will continue trading. You ever come to Honolulu, Hawaii? Uh, you better let me know. It's pure heaven here. I live 2 blocks from the beach, and I can hear it. I can hear you. Should you come one day? Yeah, I would love to go to Hawaii. Maybe the bulls are sleeping. I wouldn't start worrying um, unless it's still red at 6 to 7 a.m. I mean, I guess. I mean, a lot of times we would see a large increase or a gap up in the morning, and that's what I'm expecting. Every time I wake up, I'm like, I expect a gap up. We haven't gotten that gap up. So it more or less fell down rather than gapped up. So that's usually what I'm expecting. But yeah, AMC down 3%, GME down 1.8%. Let's check some other positions as well. Let's look at what's going on with Geo up 3%, U1 up 3%, Eyes up 3%. Uh, let's see, SOS up 2.7%. Ooh, Bluey 2010. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Matt, oh, well, thanks for streaming this early. I haven't slept well in the last 3 to 4 days. I've been too excited for AMC. I have 142 shares, so when it hits 8,000 per share, I'll be a millionaire. But I'll still be holding. That's good. Understand where your limits actually are if you want to uh, get to that point, or if you want to just accept something. Not saying accept all of it a little bit lower, but just basically know exactly where your initial investment is, so you always protect your initial investment. Because again, I have a strong feeling that it's just so for me, when I go through life, I think of it as someone will always find a way to put something negative within something positive that you see there. You know that this is going to squeeze. Understand that there are plenty of things that they can do that they showed that happened in the past. Um, it didn't gap yesterday, you're right. It did increase during the day though, or during the pre-market, but then ended up opening around flat. But basically what they will do is, restrict your trading. They could do that. Cut off the buy and sell button completely. The volume is too high, so the platforms end up crashing. There's a lot of things that could happen, and I don't want it to take away from the overall squeeze situation. I'm trying to make sure I remain positive, but I also want to make sure that people are safe. At least their initial investment is safe, and then you run with whatever you can. So if it gets up to $1,000, it doesn't hurt to take your initial investment, which might have been, I don't know, like $2,000 or something. So if it gets up to $1,000, then it doesn't hurt to take 2 shares, 3 shares, and say, okay, I got my initial investment, some profit. Now let me see how this grows. Maybe it gets up to 1,500, and you're like, you know what? Let me take another 10 shares, something like that, just so you keep yourself safe. I have a strong feeling that something like that might happen, so that we can't win. Even though we have won, they find a way to make us not win. So just stay safe. Stay very, very safe. But I appreciate the super chat, and I'm glad to know, that you're excited. Just, get some sleep. It's so tough, but get some sleep. Like $3 or $4. Yeah, I know what you meant. Do you think the hedge funds are still trying to drive the price down with borrowing shares to stop people from hitting their calls? Yeah, I think they are. They are trying to stop people from hitting their calls. If you look at the Fintel data, you're going to see that they're still shorting the position. It's not something where they're actually giving up. So there were 301 million shares in the market, and then you have 69.2 million short shares. So they're continuing to short the position. It's not something where they're giving up. The 69 million shares, that could be a whole day's worth of volume in the past. Now we're seeing around 300 million every single day, or 200, 300 million or so. But yeah. All right, so we have 693 people in here, guys. Hit that like button if you can. It does help out the channel a ton. It does. Again, I don't think I'll be streaming until 10 today, like normal. I think I'll probably do 9 o'clock, possibly. Sorry that I was late today, though. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, definitely follow me on Twitter. If I can get any type of updates or anything there, I will. But we have 704 people here. Hit that like button. We had a technical breakout yesterday, and review is looking sexy as well. It's going to be a great day. Taco Tuesday. Thank you for the super chat. And yes, you're right. I I have a feeling this is going to be not just a great day. We're going to see a great week. Let's see if I can. Can I? I can't scroll. Let me just type them all in because this scrolly bar is horrible. But yeah, I hope you're right. I mean, eventually we're going to see it hit that bottom. It looks like we're testing certain levels down here. Not really creating we did create a new low, but it's very close to um, the newest low. The old low is very close to the newest low, creating a W formation. We might see that uptrend as of now. We might see that start on the way up. Louis, thank you for becoming a member. Paul, thank you for becoming a member. You should really be using two platforms and splitting the investments between both. I use public for other platforms. Yeah, well, I think that's right, but I'm seeing that they may end up restricting a lot. And I hope that you obviously think that Robinhood is going to do something, Weeble's going to do something, but other platforms that are more secure, maybe like Fidelity or even TD Ameritrade or Charles Schwab, wherever you're actually trading from, just have different levels. But you're right. I'm not selling a single penny under 70 regardless. That's good to know. 100 hopefully, but that's me. I can't see why people would sell at 50 or 60 at this point. Yeah, there's barely anybody that's selling at this point. I mean, there's probably people that bought in higher that get to the point where they're like, you know what? I need to get back to my break even. So what they would do is sell and hope for it to go lower so that they can buy in and gain more on the way up. um, your your opinion, at what price do you think the game is over for the hedgies? Much love from Ireland. So I don't think it's necessarily a price that tells us when the game is over. I think it's just whenever we see them run out of money, because the point is they're not paying a lot in interest. So if they're not paying a lot in interest, there's no real price to where the game is truly over. They're going to see unrealized losses, but that doesn't really matter to them. I guess the unrealized losses, what matters is realized losses. So it's not going to be at a certain price. It's basically going to say whenever they feel it's too strong, um, for them, the amount of unrealized gain is too strong, and that they're at the place of no return, and they need to, like, it is going higher and higher and higher, and then it gets to a level to where it's not going to come back for a while. I'm guessing that's when it will be over. Once we start seeing them cover, which I just don't understand why the interest rate isn't higher. They should be paying a crazy amount of interest for the amount of shares that we're holding. Am I right by saying that? It makes no sense. As we're holding over 100 plus shares, 100 plus, or sorry, 80% or so, the interest should be super high. The amount of shorted shares that they're taking out, the interest should be super high. I mean, I get that completely, but it's going well above 100 for sure. At least wait to make yourself a little extra money. True. Yeah, I'm not saying I don't think anybody should sell all of their positions at a certain level. Um, you always have multiple levels, especially something like this, because you never know where it's going to get to. What's the buy-in point for today? What do you think? 57? Probably not. You're probably going to see it hit some of these lows before it takes off. I'm thinking we're going to have something we haven't seen in a while, which is a quick like V-shaped recovery. We're going to have it drop down to probably pre-market lows, so 55, 50, high 54s, and then increase um, probably past 60, and they're going to try and fight it and pull it down, but I don't think it's going to work. So that's my prediction. I don't know where we open up. I have to go through the rest of the day and I'll figure that out. Why the pre-market and after-hours market trading allowed? Duke and Duke didn't get a do-over. Why are pre-market and after-hours market allowed? I hate the pre-market and after-hours market because this is hedgy land. This is where the hedge funds control everything, where people with money control everything, and it absolutely sucks. Let's see. If they manipulate AMC again, like they did in January, then Robinhood is done for sure. I don't know. I mean, they gained 600,000 new users from that overall activity, but I'm sure they lost some old users, or they didn't really lose it. It's just the people stopped using it. Like for me, I have the account, I just don't use it. But isn't it illegal restricting the little guys? You would think it's illegal every single chance they get. If you haven't noticed with like the news, it's always, well, how can we stop the little guy? How can we make sure they don't make any money? You know what I mean? And it's horrible to say that you hope that the standard trader, standard investor doesn't make money, and they're doing it by the fact of like uh, trying to find restrictions on Reddit posts and Reddit forums and all that stuff. Do your disclaimer. Oh yes. Uh, so just so that you know, this is not financial advice. It's merely just my opinion. So don't take my advice or don't take my don't take my opinion as fact. It's not. It's merely just something that I see on the chart, which could be a guessing game. So don't take it as 100% the truth. It's merely just my opinion. So, but yeah, illegal restricting, legally restricting the little guy. I mean, that's just what they do. They're trying to silence us in some form or fashion so that we don't end up increasing another stock, and they're gonna find the best way possible in order to do that. And we're hoping we can continue to do this. Yes, nice, George W. for me. I can't blame you for wanting the money, but you're missing out, man. Yeah, I don't think a hundred is something that you should just set the end goal for because you see all of the strength they haven't even covered yet. So it's a lot more than 100 that we're going to be looking at. Duke and Duke, as in trading places, and quartering the frozen counterfeit on shoes market. So Matt, how's the sand eating going? Um, I don't know if she was eating it. We fed her a bunch of food beforehand, but I don't know. She just took sand and started like putting it in her mouth. I was like, you got to stop. And then it's all over her hands, so then she's just putting her hands in her mouth. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. Sand's everywhere. So hopefully it's not just a. I mean, she stopped doing it after a while. You said advice. Too late. I already bought 50K worth of AMC because of you. Oh man, you guys are funny. Actually, you know what? I need to check on Carl and make sure Carl's okay. Also, need to do something with my bank account. Give me 1 second. Let's see how many people are in here. It's 772. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the like or the add button. Make sure you guys hit the like button when you have a chance. I'm gonna quickly just log into my bank account. I have to do something real quick, and hopefully you're enjoying the ad. No, let me go. No, that wasn't ideal. That was not ideal. Um, let's see. Yeah, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, definitely go ahead and do that. Follow me there. If you want to follow me on any of my social medias, Instagram, anything like that, that's great. So, thought I would have an Instagram up here, but I guess I don't. But yeah, if you want to follow me on Instagram, definitely do that. Let's see what's happening. So AMC is starting to rise. It is getting back up to some of these levels here. If you see this level here, it needs to break that point as a resistance. Shouldn't be a strong one. Yeah, 90% of the time, Robinhood doesn't even show the peak stocks. Yeah. Hey Matt, know anyone selling ape merch? I gotta get me an ape shirt. I don't know anybody selling ape merch. That's something that's different. I know, um, Trey has his own stuff with his George W. I know, um, uh, Matt Kors has like Moon Gang merch, but I haven't really seen anything like ape merch related. Good morning, everyone. I had to go to work early today. Can't stay for too long. Just wanted to stop in and say I hope we all have a great day, a great AMC day. Yeah, so do I. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Please hit the like button. Yes, hit that like button. Not seeing an ad. It's okay. I've learned so much from you. Bless you. Thank you. I didn't know if that was like a double bless you, like bless you as in I sneezed. Ad. Not everybody's gonna get an ad. It's gonna be a great day in the market. I hope you're right. We're starting to see it come back a little bit. Of YouTube Red, no ads. Yeah, I have a premium as well. Ads are for people who are not members. Do not receive ads. It's why you pay. I don't know about that. I think everybody receives ads at some point. I would have kept YouTube Premium if $10 a month. Isn't it like 13 or something? I don't remember what it is. I feel like pre-market has been consistently weak. Yeah, we haven't really seen the strength that we've seen in the past, where we gapped up by like $10 or so, and we were excited. But we will once we start seeing that kick up again. I think either Trey or Matt might have ape merch. Yeah, I haven't seen any there. I've seen Matt have Moon Gang merch, but I don't know about ape merch. I haven't really checked all of it. Rip Ride. Did it do something? Let's see. Or is it completely gone? It's down to $9.16. Seeing this really decrease. Is it being heavily shorted? That could be a possibility that it is being heavily shorted as well. if you're a member of YouTube channels, you never receive ads. That can't be accurate. Because there were people that were talking about the ads that they seen yesterday. Saw. Always mess up. Seen, saw, synced. What was it go? I could care less if it's red right now. Set your price targets, guys. Whether that's 70, 100, 1,000, etc. Yes, you should always set price targets. Understand exactly where you plan on letting go of some shares, and going from there. I'm very hopeful that June 18th and June 21st catalyst causes a gamma, then leads into the short squeeze. Yeah, I would hope so as well. The only thing is, I don't want to get stuck to just assuming that we will see a gamma squeeze, because you know we still might not. You know what I mean? You never know. I think we could see it increase, a decent amount, but it might not be that gamma squeeze that we're looking for. We've had a ton of times in the past to where we were like, oh, we're going to see a gamma squeeze this week or next week, or we have a quadruple witching day or whatever it is, and it just didn't pan out the right way. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up for something that will or would not happen. After trending on Twitter yesterday and ending at 57 today, could definitely be 20% day unless the hedges go heavy on shorting it. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that they're still shorting it. 69 million shares yesterday. This pre-market isn't even that bad. Remember, netting over 40, netting over $40 is where we need to be. Anything is added stress on the hedge fund. I don't have a crazy amount of shares, so my first price target is 200. All right, that's good. That's good. Again, you set your targets, and you get comfortable with those targets. So, and I understand the thought of maybe the greed that comes to mind. It's like, oh well, if it gets to $200, what's stopping it from getting to 210? That's the greed. If you have certain levels that you want to sell at, then do that. I understand that you can miss out on a huge opportunity to sell at the peak points and how much you would have had, but it's more shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and it never would have played out the same way if you didn't sell your position. So for it to increase, you might have had somebody that took your shares and put it into a certain level, and that's where you've seen that move. But if you didn't do that, you might have not seen that. I think some hedge funds took new positions at $60 or $70. That's why they're so desperate to keep it under 60. Not financial advice, but I personally won't set targets, only alarms. Yeah, it's mental targets. You should never set a physical target. Basically saying oh, here's my limit. I'll sell this many at this limit. No, you're setting mental limits. Tried to add a few. I tried to add a few shares to sell and get my money back. So I want to hold 100 for the moon. I'll buy 125 so that so at 200 I can sell 25 and get my money back. Then I still have 100 for the moon. It's a good strategy. As long as you have a strategy, it's always great. At 200, I can easily sell just a few shares to get my initial money back and then enjoy the ride. That's good to hear, because enjoying the ride is the thing that continues to squeeze. People that sell all of their position and just let it go and don't care about what happens next is not playing it the right way. You know? Sens is down. After being up yesterday, Sens is down 3%. Or actually, it was up yesterday in the beginning, but then I guess it fell quite heavily. Ooh. Let's see how many people we have in here. 808. Are you guys seeing any like choppy video or something? I feel like it's choppy, but I'm sorry for the fact that it is choppy. I'm covering the screen. I keep forgetting. $812 people. Yeah, I keep forgetting that the camera's right there. It doesn't have a bump out or anything, so I always forget where the camera is. I'm sorry. Back over 56, up 1 point. We're down 1.5% now, so we did break those levels. Just like I said, we needed it to break this level of resistance. It did break it. Now it's starting to come back a little bit. It did break this level as well. That's good. We're seeing it create higher lows, higher highs, right? That's what we need. I'm gonna sell on the rise at a different price point, because how do you know it's peak until it passes it? Yeah, you're right. I can't sell a little under half and make my money back right now. But personally, I want to see if these greedy snobs burn. So I'm not selling anything until 1,000. I don't care how long. Yeah, all right, I understand. I understand. What do you think about the future of fintech? Where would you buy in for today? Um, what's your opinion? Fintech. Sorry, what's the ticker symbol? What's the ticker? Let me know. I don't. Not everyone can. I probably shouldn't honestly, but I've invested too much time to walk away. I hear you. I hear you. My problem with selling on the rise is you don't know the ratios. We could have sold off going up from 10 to 60 and now had only a bit left if it flies. But the thing is like, yeah, I understand, but the thought is, yes, you want to make money, but you also want everyone else to make money or have that sensibility to hold. And you understand that the best way to do that is to uh, find a way to maybe capture initial investment plus profit, so everything else is gravy. Now I understand what you mean. If you can get to a point where you sell less shares and now you hold more shares and you covered your initial investment, that would be great. So for someone like me, if it would have gotten to 70 and I could have taken out my initial investment, it would have been a lot better than taking it at 20. But that was my original plan. And I was able to actually put that into other things as well. Obviously not to a point to where it can grow um, 1, 2, 3, 4 more X. You know, could have had an easy 160, 180, $180,000 at those points from just AMC alone. But sometimes that's where you have your plans and you're okay with it. But either way, I'm holding a decent amount. I gotta tie my shoe. Tie my shoe here. This table's like impossible. Ow. Almost impossible to top tick a stock. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You never really know exactly where the peak is, and round numbers are not the peak. So if you think that you think you're gonna hold out for 600 and it gets to 580, no. I already have my initial investment out at $30. I have 200 shares of profit writing now. That's good. That's really good. Almost impossible. Yeah, I just read that. Yeah, it's FTFT. Okay, I for some reason I kind of knew that. It was up 10% or 11% yesterday. It's up 4% right now in the pre-market. What is the future of it? If it came to news and stuff, I probably don't know too much about it. Let's bring this over here. Probably don't know too much about the news that happens with fintech, but let's look at what happened in the past. I always like to look at the past because it dictates where the future can bring. It has decreased quite a bit, showed a lot of strength somewhere up in the $8 mark. So $7 to $7 to $4. Currently, I didn't check where was that. Where is it at? Not order flow, not chart. Quotes. So currently at $3.71. That's not bad at all, but it does show strength up in the $4 mark to $7 mark. So that's not a horrible situation. I'm going to see a lot of volume in the pre-market. I'm just taking it as that, but I'm not sure exactly what the volume is at the open. I would imagine it's lower, but if you do see a high amount of volume, that's where you'll see it really kick up. So I think this may end up making a move. It seems like a lot of things will make a move when AMC jumps, but yeah, I regret selling some of my shares when it was $15 or $20. When you pour, it's definitely tougher to diamond hand. Yes, when you don't have money, it is tough to diamond hands everything. But understand that either way, if you're making profit, you're making profit. It just always hurts because you never really can predict exactly where it goes. Because trend has shown previously that it will resist at 17. So at 19 or 20, it showed a full form of resistance, and I thought that was going to be their like one of their last pushes to decrease the stock down to $10 again before it skyrockets way past 10 and does not come back. That's what I was thinking at that moment, and I was going to put um, the whole $20,000 back in there to let that ride on the way up to get to 50. So I was kind of banking on that to come back as well, so that I can double down and have 2,000 shares rather than 1,000. But I'm cool with, no matter what, having some in there so that I didn't completely take everything out. What do you think of which stock? What do I think of which stock? What is that? Or are you saying like wish? I don't know what you're saying. Hopefully I can help. I don't know what stock you're looking for. So what do I do now? All my shares are currently pure profit, and I already took my initial investment out. So now you just want to have price targets on the way up. Wherever you see it going to, you want to have price targets. Maybe Wish. That's what I was thinking. I'm not 100% sure though. I need confirmation. Um, but yeah, what I would say is, as you have your initial investment and you have profit, anytime you see it, uh, you're going to see it hit like certain levels. Maybe you have round levels, or you have something that's close to it. Make sure you have a range that you want to sell at. So if you say, all right, I want to sell between 100 and 105 or something, that's where I want to sell. Then you end up selling there. But you need to make sure you pick and choose your spots. You can either ride all of it, ride a portion of it, and, or take everything at a certain level. You know, can you share your personal price targets for ZOM, SOS, and cost? Yeah, give me a second. I turned $1,000 of Dogecoin into $10,000 invested into AMC. That's amazing. Small amounts go a long way. Also, 1,000 wasn't house money. You're here. You're doing great. Hey man, why do people say the squeeze will start in the after hours market? Is there some reason for that? So a lot of the activity from hedge funds are actually you're going to see a bulk of that happen in the after hours market, where they control the liquidity. You know, they really control what goes through, what comes out, everything that happens in those moments. So I don't think it's going to start in the after hours. I think the squeeze is going to peak in the after hours. I think we're going to see it. We're going to see a large jump maybe in the after hours. We'll see a gap up, and that will be great. But I think the market open will tell us where it truly starts. Some mornings I start the pre-market out sitting in Waikiki Beach. It's amazing. Remove all stress. That sounds absolutely phenomenal. Again, I'm looking at the water right now. I would love to live in a place like this. Literally just staring at the water. And I can stare at it all day. Um, Wish, I'm going to sell AMC and buy Wish. Don't do that. Not financial advice, but don't do that. That's got to be a joke. But Wish doesn't really look that great right now. It's consolidating around certain levels. I wouldn't say that you go ahead and just buy a bunch of Wish, because yes, you can have it double or triple very quickly, but you also have the chance of you also have that chance of missing out when it comes to AMC and having that really increase. So I wouldn't do that. But for what was I going to say? Costs. So let's look at costs. Right now, I don't hold any cost position. I want to today. I'm hoping that it does drop below 25, maybe to like 23. I'll get into it. But my personal price target, always for cost, is somewhere around that $30 mark, somewhere around it. Now it can easily go up to uh, 40. We've seen it multiple times, like just recently. We've seen that go up to 40, $46. So once AMC really squeezes, we're going to see that go up to 50, 60, whatever, and make a decent amount of money from it. Literally double or triple. So when it comes to SOS, so I have SOS, I have more of a range. I can't zoom in and out. I don't know why this is not working. I have more of a range. We understand that it can get to certain levels of like $6 or so. It was stair stepping on the way down, so we want to see it break some of these levels. It did break this level. We needed to break this level over here, $4.70. We needed to break that level. I'm looking to probably sell somewhere around the, I would say $6 mark. It can go to $8 as well. Let's look at a longer term. That's the same time period. See, it has $6. We can actually see it really jump if we wanted to. And that's where I'm hoping to see AMC have an impact on those, because I can take the 2,000 shares that I own and have it at $16 and make a really decent amount of money from it if that's the case. Only if that's the case. You know what I mean? AMC is cheap right now. It was cheaper last week. We have 946 people in here. Sorry if you have any lag. Make sure you guys hit that like button. It does help out the channel a ton. I'll tell you that. Yeah, what do we have? About three hours till the market opens. We've been streaming for about an hour. Thank you guys for stopping by with me. I appreciate it. I'm very tired. Don't know why. Well, I guess I really didn't get much sleep the day before. Yesterday I did. Got a decent amount of sleep. Tax return going straight to AMC. So you're saying SOS is a good buy and then sell at 6? I've been waiting for a while for SOS to come back up because it's been hitting the lows, like really low lows, and I've been waiting for them to come up for a while, and they're starting to make that turn. Now, you do want to understand that this is risk. This is a risky play because the way that it's forming, it's not showing a lot from there. It's literally showing lower highs. If you look at this position here, so it's lower highs. You're creating lower lows as you're starting to fall down, and the only increase that it has created, or only level that it has passed, is this level. So you never know if this could be a false break. It does look like a good buy, but you might want to wait a little bit. I don't know if you will see the most positive day today, but could be wrong. I've been waiting for it for a while, so I'm kind of skewed. For my opinion is skewed. Remember, this is not financial advice. It's merely just my opinion. Everything has their own risks to it. So I don't want you to come out and just say, hey, I invested a lot of money here. If you have a strong feeling about it, you've done your own due diligence, then definitely go ahead and do that. But other than that, no. Question about the limit. But if you set your price, will it get filled at market open? At the price, or the price you set? It'll get filled at the price you set. So like, question about limit. So if you set a limit order, if it reaches that limit, it'll get set or it'll get filled at that price you set. If it doesn't get filled at that price you set, you can either set up a partial fill or a full fill, right? But it won't be set at the market order, or it can be filled lower. Nose is starting to stuff up. Also, I've been waiting. Also been down on it for a while. Yeah, I've been down for a while. I actually doubled down recently. I should have doubled down a lot sooner. or actually tripled down because I bought 500 shares and bought another 500 and then bought 1,000. I did no DD. I was in crypto, then seeing all the AMC hype, and so I sold everything and bought in. Nothing but gain since. It's a great strategy. It's been working. Just don't go with that strategy every single time because it might be very difficult. You might get caught up in a clove situation where that ends up falling or whatever. Let's see what's going on with AMC. I swear, it's like everything's just built up. So we're starting to really come back here. Only down less than 1%, less than 0.5%. That's good. Seeing that comeback is definitely what we needed to see. We're seeing that little bounce, off of certain levels, $54.88. We see it break past some other levels, hopefully break past this level. That'll be great as well. Good morning, bakery. Bake. I mean, why'd you delete this message? Do you realistically think AMC can reach levels GME did? Wait, why'd you... Chef Hood, why'd you hide Big ZY's comments? Why'd you hide Big ZY's comments? First super chat ever, Matthew. You were one dedicated man to your craft. Doing these streams in these wee hours on vacation. Appreciate you. Thank you. It means a lot. I'm hodling. Maybe the wording was off. I didn't see anything from it. I mean, I see it as an okay question. Do you realistically think AMC can reach levels GME did / has? Yes, I think it can, or I think it can get to those points. Just trying to figure out why. Hopefully it can reach GME levels. Just want your thoughts on how high it can go. Yeah, I think it can reach GME levels easily. The problem is that they're still trying to find ways that it's holding it down. Now we understand with the amount of shares that they have out there, it does make it difficult for it to get to higher and higher points. But we can say it definitely can get to 1,000. I'm thinking 1,000 is like that floor that we can get to. So yeah, I didn't see you say anything wrong. Good morning, Matt. How was your time on the beach with the family yesterday? It was fun. It was fun. Harper was down by the water, which I thought she wouldn't like the water as much when she was younger. She didn't, because it was insanely cold. But I guess the water is not that cold down here, so she liked it. And Hayden was eating a lot of sand. I tried to stop her, but she kept trying. It was like trying to take oatmeal away from a child. She grabs oatmeal with her hands too, but I don't like that. Next, don't worry about it. I'm thick skinned. Maybe it was just an error. I don't know. So we'll figure it out. But I think we're good at this point. What do you think of CL? Right now it's up 8% in the after hours market. That looks really good. Yesterday had a large increase, did decrease during the end of the day. We understand that that happens quite often, that a lot of positions will decrease towards the end of the day. We do see this big movement in the after hours market, or actually in the in the after hours market, continue to the open of the pre-market. So yeah, I don't know if you're looking for a long-term, short-term move. Let's see, stretch, man. Yeah, your game of spike ball in. Yeah, we played a couple of games. It was fun. There were some people that were playing the generic version next to us, but they didn't want to join. I didn't really have the time, anyways. I think we're going to the beach again today. I'm not really a fan of the beach too much, so I'm probably just going to be sitting under the umbrella with Hayden. And you're up early? Yeah, I'm always up this time. I just need to stretch and get going. And vacation sometimes has you up later, so it's more tough to wake up, especially with the tougher to wake up when you have the kids in the room with you. So because both of them are in our room, you have Harper that's in the other bed, and then you have Hayden that's in her pack and play or crib, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, for some reason my eyes are getting more tired. Let me get some trail mix real quick. Fell. Well, that was horrible. I almost died on stream. What they would have wrote on my tombstone: died over a can of trail mix. Ow, that hurt. No, I almost died. Watch your step, brother. What? What are you talking about? I think you. What? Oh, my mic's not on. See you next fall. My boy tripping and falling. Um, going on AMC. For 50 years, you would definitely be up a crazy percent, maybe like 50K percent. Yeah, I think whoever bought in at like $2, $1.90, and hopefully you bought a lot, you're making a lot of money at this point. And even getting to simple like levels like these, um, you're easily like a millionaire depending how much you bought. Um, what's your average price for AMC? Just curious. If you don't want to share, just pass my question. No, it's 2023. Actually, yeah, I've been logged in trading. Don't know what that is. 25. I'm so happy to be a part of this community. I have more confidence now. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, no problem. I mean, that's like I said, that's what I'm here to do is build a community so that everybody can, one, talk to each other, not only just talk to me because people know different things. I know different things than you know, um, and somebody else may know different things than we know. It's great to be able to have this community because um, I just want for everybody to learn from each other. And the more people we get into these communities at lower cost, you know, the more that people can work for themselves and don't have to really depend too much on their 9 to 5. Especially if you work at night, you can spend this time maybe trading a little bit, spend a couple of hours trading, and go from there. So I appreciate that. I appreciate the super chat. Um, is it Elis? Thank you for that super chat as well. Thanks for coffee, dude. You look like you want to go back to sleep. Of course I do. Barely made it a week past your birthday. Can't figure out how to become a member. So there's a link in the description. Yeah, come and set up. If you go in the description of the video, it's the first link in the description. That's how you sign up as a member. Starting to come back a little bit. Getting closer to that 1% mark. It's hard to find, but it took me 3 weeks. Happy birthday, Matt. Nope. Hey, Matt, just wanted to let you know that I appreciate you being the only AMC YouTuber talking about exit strategies. I already have mine planned out, but a lot of newer investors need to hear. Exactly. That's why. That's why I was thinking that I really need to hammer this home. And I mean, some people aren't really taking it the right way. Some people will say, you know what, I'm not selling any of my shares. Like I'm holding 9,000 shares and I'm not selling until, it gets to 100K. I'm like, first of all, there's no way it's going to get to round numbers. This is literally just saying that it could possibly get to 100K. We're saying that it may end up getting to 98. It may end up getting to 96. Are you telling me that you're not going to sell at $96,000 per share? So that's what I'm saying. I wanted to make sure that a lot of people understand that exit strategies are very key to being a successful trader. So if you don't understand how to get out of a position, you're never going to make money. The the easiest part of trading is getting into a trade. You can feel like you're getting into any trade, and it could go positive, could go negative for you. Most likely, you'll see it go negative right away. Um, and what people don't understand is how do they get out of that trade? If it goes negative or it goes against them, how do they get out of it? Well, there are stop losses. Well, there are large increases, profit targets, whatever you feel it's going to get to, any type of resistance point, anything like that. There are certain levels that you can judge and get out of these positions, you know? Mm-hmm. I want to be, I want there to be as few bag holders as possible at the end of this. Yes, right there with you. I want so many people to make money. I'd rather have more people make hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars than one person make $500 million or $1 billion or whatever. I'd I'd rather have more people make money. Vert, thank you for the super chat. You know, how many days is the squeeze? How long does it last? It depends on what big holders do. So typically, if you see, the normal flow, where you have some larger holders that sell off at some of these peak points, and be comfortable with it, and yeah, you're gonna see that last, let's say, 5, 10, maybe like a week. You know what I mean? Like that's what I would think we would have that squeeze last, the kind of that peak portion to it. Like right now we're on the uptrend, right? And we get to levels where once the hedge funds start covering, that's where we can start the squeeze, um, the start of the squeeze. Right now we could say it's the beginning uptrend to it, but the start of the squeeze is instantly when hedge funds start covering, right? Now, how long will the peak last? Probably not even. Um, it'll go through the after hours market, the pre market, and it won't last long from there. Once you see that start to come down a significant amount, it's gonna drop fast. So if it's gonna be faster on the back end than the front end. So if it's gonna take a while for it to build up to that point, and it's gonna be really quick for it to drop. You could also see some larger holders derail the squeeze and drop it down a lot quicker. So maybe during the market open, they're thinking that's the squeeze. They sell some positions and get out with a comfortable amount because they want a place to where it's liquid. Some people will sell before you get into that after hours market because it is liquid. Because if you get into the after hours market and it increases and then decreases in the after hours market past the closing period or the amount that you had in closing, then you just basically lost money there. Joseph Briggs says the average squeeze is about 12 days. I can see that. There's a strong possibility that we can see a fake squeeze similar to GME. See, I don't think that was a fake squeeze. I just think that was derailed. So, yes, there's a possibility that we can see a derailing of the squeeze and it can continue to get stronger. But we'll get up into these levels and we can see the hedge funds hold out for months and maybe a year. And I hope that's not the thing because I want to be able to, trade this position, or I want to be able to trade the position and also get out and be a millionaire, right? Because yes, I could have easily saved $1 million+ with how much I make, but I've never really done it. So I would like to be able to do that. Plus, with all the volatility, I want to day trade AMC after the squeeze happens. And then I'll buy AMC for life and let it sit there, because if they give me like $7 million, $8 million, whatever they end up giving me, then I'm going to give them something back as well. I hope when you are a millionaire, you will continue this broadcast. Yeah. Sorry, I just daydreamed for a little bit. That's the funniest comment. Them nuts sound busted. That's so funny. Yes, the trail mix is delicious. Oops. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way that I would just give up. Doing all of this, all like this whole community, but to end up seeing A Quiet Place Part 2. No, I didn't. There's no way that I would end this community. I love this community. It's so fun to be able to talk about stocks and stuff. Obviously, when this whole GME stuff, AMC stuff is over, I won't be doing as early of streams as this. It depends what's there. We might be doing like pre-market streams to basically go through like watch lists to understand what's a good opportunity for this for that day, and then see how much we can make. Not literally at the open, but we're gonna basically, instead of people copying my strategy during the day and seeing exactly what I day trade, I can record it and we can go through that after the fact. But we will talk about building a watch list, putting all of that together, and then as we get into the open, we're all on our own to understand what our strategy will be in those positions that we've picked. And then we can share what the profits were or the losses were or what mistakes we've made, or anything like that, so that we can all learn from each other. And that's going to be the ongoing thing here. So we're going to have these live streams, build our watch list, whether it's you coming out with something saying, hey, I've seen this position, it does have a lot of potential for a day trade or for a swing trade, and then we can make that move. So we can always have a say in what a lot of us are looking at, Sens doesn't really look positive today. Yesterday in the after hours market, or pre-market, it made a huge move. Right when it opened, it fell off though. Did have a V-shaped recovery and then fell off more. So it created a lower low, lower high. All right, that's the last bit of trail mix here. Here we go. AMC currently positive right now, making a comeback. It broke over this level. That's good. Seeing it create new highs. That's all I could do. That's all I could do. I had to find a way to zoom in. How many touch points you got there? How many touch points you got there? And in my recent strategies that I talked about, it was great to be able to see. Let me just bring this out here. Let me look at more touch points. So in my recent strategies that I talked about in how to day trade for a living, you had the ABCD method. And when it comes to patterns, understanding that you do have like A, B, C, D. And then what you could do is know that it's going to bounce off of some of these levels, boom, end up seeing that increase. Or you can see C and basically pull a short position, but most likely you're going to see that jump. Do you ever buy in the pre-market or never? Just wait till the market open. I usually just wait till the market open because of the fact that I know that this could be heavily manipulated. I know that this could be heavily manipulated when you think about it. And I know it's less liquid. So if I see an opportunity, and I see an opportunity that goes against me, I can't get out of it. So I always like to trade with the most volume that they have there and go from there. I get lost in that water, I swear. I would love to be able to, I don't know, live here, but 953 people in here. Guys, if you can, hit the like button. Do me a favor. It does help out the channel a ton. We're getting closer and closer to that 2-hour mark until the market opens. Remember, I don't think I'm going to be streaming the whole entire time. So hopefully you can hit that like button and get me up to certain levels, maybe 1,000 likes. My goal is usually 2,000, but I don't know if I'm going to hit that this morning. If you're just tuning in, the Fintel volume shows that we had 69.1 or 69.17 million short shares that went through yesterday. So they're still continuing to short the position. And not really the best. I wish that the interest rate was like 100% now. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, definitely do that. And I'll try and find some updates there. But you guys are amazing. Got up to 641 likes, so thank you. I've lost up to 25% buying in the pre-market. Sucks bad. That's why I was asking. I don't anymore. I'll tell you that. Yeah, the pre-market, it's so difficult to take in because it's less liquid. You can barely get out of your position there. So when you make a decision based on what you were going to trade for the day, thinking that it's at its low or whatever, it never ends up, panning out because you can't find these predictable points. You do have some support and resistance levels, but it goes against you so many times. That's why you'll never see me do it. Is it Radiant? Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you for becoming a Make Money member. I didn't I didn't delete anyone's comments. I was just made aware of this. Oh well, yeah. It deleted a comment that I mean, could have sounded like a little on the negative side, but it actually was decent. But I don't know what happened. It's cool though because anytime I see a comment that is deleted, especially members only, I will check it. So if something happens and somebody hacked your account or whatever, I'll check it and make sure that you don't get you know hidden from the channel forever. I think I'm done with the trail mix. Every time I say I'm done, I always go back for more. But I'm done. Bought in the pre-market yesterday with a limit order. What do you mean less liquid? So basically, you can buy a lot of positions, but it's going to be very tough for you to get your orders filled. So you can buy positions, and you can get some through. But if I'm looking to buy, let's say 1,000 shares, it's going to be very tough for them to fill all of those 1,000 shares. It's going to take a while. Then also, if I see a decrease against me, then I can't get out fast enough. Within the day, I can see that people are willing to buy the positions I'm going to sell. So that's what I mean by less liquid. If I can't turn my money into cash very quickly, it's not something that I like. You keep my night shift going. Appreciate you, man. No problem. That's what I'm here to do, is help everybody out, help people learn. Also, I can learn from other people, and we can go from there. Thank you for the make money. Welcome. Yeah. In your opinion, does investing in the S&P 500 good for a long-term investment? Yes and no. It does have a little bit more dips to it, right? I understand that you want something that may be more secure and all that stuff, but I would just go with the standard index fund or mutual fund, or even just look for a dividend-paying ETF. We are seeing a jump a little bit here. It broke above certain levels. Look at that. It's up 1% at the moment, up to $57.70. It's a huge candlestick. Huge candlestick. But yeah, I would say you can invest in other things that are a lot better. There are a ton of opportunities, a ton of dividend paying positions that you can make money from. Oh yeah, 7 o'clock. That's why we've seen that large candlestick. Last week I couldn't sell any S&DL, no buyers at the time. Yeah, see that's what I don't like. If there are no buyers available for the position, like you're not going to get much out of it. Hey man, you make my graveyard shift better. That's great to hear. I'm glad that I'm here for you guys. We always get a good volume spike because certain markets open up. Yes, yes. Let's see if we hit 1,000 people. Come on, 1,000. There we go. 1,037 people. I appreciate you guys for being here with me. I know that we may freeze off and on, but I will get back to my normal setup and we will have a normal stream and everything will be normal. I'll say normal one more time. Normal. Kenny & Company dropped it to 55. For giving us a discount. Yeah, that's so nice of them. We're up 1% at the moment, 1.3%. That's good to see. GME is still down about 1%. Ride is down about 0.5%. I'm thinking about getting into Ride um, today. Maybe not today. We're not really seeing a crazy amount of volume. I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen with Ride. Hmm. It doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. SOS is up 2.7%. That's good to see that. $4.16. Let me check my free stocks. I think I might have free stocks. I have 4 free stocks. Come on. Alright, let's see what stocks I get. ADT. That's not bad. Hey, did ADT increase in price recently? Because that seems kind of high. I know they were around $8 the last time I was getting them. Might have been 9. I don't really remember. Perfect. Guys, if you want your free stocks with Webull, click that link in the description and you'll get your free stocks. Well, you gotta click the link in the description, sign up, deposit $100, and then you'll get free stocks. So you're not just getting free stocks for clicking the link. What's the best free stock you've gotten? I want to say Snap. I've gotten Snap 3 times, and that was like $60 when I got it. Did you see the interview with the Mulligan brothers towards the end? One wipes out, or one whips out a banana and starts eating it on live TV. No, I didn't. I didn't see it. I haven't been watching a lot of videos here. Actually, watching videos is horrendous over here. I tried to watch some YouTube videos and it just doesn't move fast. This is why I was worried about streaming, and I think it is freezing quite a bit with streaming. But I appreciate you guys for being here. I guess the audio is still good. This is why people still do listen. But that's great. I definitely have to check out that interview. I just feel like by the time I get to it, it'll be too late. So tired. But yeah, in like an hour, I will go outside, just to relax and sit there and just stare at the water. I can literally get lost in looking at that. There's just nothing but ocean. It's so crazy to think that there's like so much water. You know, whatever. We just need to hear that low, calm voice of yours. It makes us feel safe. I actually think this mic makes my voice seem a little higher, like high pitched. I was watching a video yesterday, and I was like, why does my voice seem like it's like sped up? Like that's how like high it actually sounded. So, sounded, whatever. English language is hard. I keep telling you. You're the stock market. Bob Ross. We just need to hear your voice. All right, I'll take it. That's what's up, bro. Knock knock. Carl's at the door. Actually, I think he was um, making some noise here. So let me check what he is doing. I don't know if you can see Carl. Let's see if I can get you guys to see him. I got him on camera. Let me see if I can do something there. There we go. There's Carl. He's at home, just laying down. Let's see if I can actually alert him. So I'm gonna press the button. He's like, why is that thing making noise? All right, there was your daily source of Carl. I don't know if that was like a double screen. I don't know. I was just trying to check to see if I could tell him to quit looking. He's still looking up at the camera. Yeah, he's still looking up at the camera. Was on Fox News yesterday. I did hear about it, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. Morning, man. Enjoy your vacay. I have most of my shares in Fidelity, but I do have 10 shares in Cash App since January. I have. Have you ever heard of any problems with anyone using the Cash App? I haven't heard of anybody getting like fully restricted. I have heard of restrictions everywhere. I've heard of restrictions on Robinhood, Webull, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, Cash App, Ally Bank. There's everyone had some form of restricting trading with what was going on with AMC, um, and the amount of volume and all that stuff, and GME. So yes, I have heard it. Okay, I thought I smoked too much and was seeing crazy. Nice, we touched 58. Yeah, right now, wow, I'm sitting here looking at the news. We are seeing it break above certain levels here. Let me see if I can, I don't know. Look at this, now we passed 58. Jumping past that, look at that. Look at that upward movement. Look at this. This channel is just phenomenal. We see that firm or strong crossover of the 50 moving average to the 200 EMA. I just stopped at 7-Eleven and I had your video playing, and the guy asked me, "Is that Matthew Berry you're listening to?" And I'm like, "Yes." That's cool. That is cool. I love that. That is cool. Yeah, I mean that makes me feel good. That means that the community is really strong. What's your take on precious metals? I'm not a person that gets into precious metals, and I can't say that I would never. Um, it's just something I don't see as a crazy opportunity to grow or a very quick profit. It's something where it's like uh, um, a more of a timed thing. So you pick the right time to invest in precious metals, and you can actually have a little bit of an increase and go from there. I know that silver was doing its thing when GME and AMC were first making their moves, or I guess GME first made a squeeze potential move, and AMC was more or less just increasing at the moment. But yeah, I'm not really a precious metal type of guy because it's more of a time factor than anything, from what I understand. Um, 2.5 hours till the open, over 1 million in volume. That's what I like to see. That's what I love to see. It says 1 million in volume here. I think Fidelity is actually a lot higher. Fidelity might show like two. I would log in, but you guys would see everything, so you can't do that. But I'm sure it's around 2 million or maybe 1.5. I don't know. Let's check it out. What state do you live in? I live in PA. I live in Pennsylvania, Reading, Pennsylvania area. Bought 200 ounces of silver about 4 years ago, but buying rounds. Gold and silver will always have value no matter where you go. I know they will always have value. You're right. It's been pretty good. That's good. If it's working out for you, then that's really good. That's all that matters. I missed a welcoming. Is it Thyra? Thyra, thank you for becoming a member, a Make Money member. I appreciate it. And I answered your question. I didn't even welcome you. So I'm sorry for that. Like I said before, I'm guessing it's your voice. Your voice is soothing. It's a voice you can listen to all day. I appreciate that. I don't like listening to my voice, so it's not a voice I can listen to all day. But I do appreciate that a lot. I need to buy more silver. Gold is too rich for my blood. Happy trading, everyone. Let's get it. And we're up to 2%, $58.20 of a high, currently at $58.14. So we could definitely break through these. Charlie Vids talks about Goldman behind is interesting. Yeah, I've heard people mention Charlie Vids a couple of times. Why does Robinhood and Webull show different prices? So my Webull platform is going to be behind your Robinhood platform just because of a latency issue. So I believe mine is like 10 seconds or so. So I'll be behind you. And also the big numbers that you see on the screen is not the numbers that it's at now. It's the small numbers under the big number. So $58.02. And I know that Webull and Robinhood are different sometimes, very slightly, but they are different. Bravo, thank you for becoming a member. I like gold and silver. You know, the only problem is to me, it's simple and the weight and the transaction at some point will become a hassle to move in case of emergencies. Makes sense? On a day of a big surge, how much volume do you do you think we will see on AMC? Tell you the truth, we don't need a crazy amount of volume for it to move. We'd like to see a crazy amount of volume because it, like, I don't know, reassures us of the squeeze is happening. You know what I mean? When we see a massive amount of volume, we're like, oh my goodness, 1 billion shares worth of volume. We're on the rise. We're going to move here. But you notice that on the one day in the beginning, you know, we had in the beginning of, you know, this happening, and, you know, GME had a squeeze potential, right? And AMC ended up increasing a lot. But with AMC increasing to about 20, what was it, 25, 24, I can't remember what it was, increasing to those levels, you had like 1.5 billion shares or something. You had like over 1 billion shares. But now, when you look into today's movement, where it went from 10 to 77, you really only had, well, I mean, you know what? Let's scratch that, because going 10 to 77 was over multiple days. But you did see it go from 10 to about, let's say, $20+ or whatever. We only seen about 700 million shares worth of volume. So you don't need a crazy amount of volume for it to increase. You need them to cover some of their shorts, or a lot of their shorts, and then you'll see that volume increase. Hey, Levi. You're going to take that with you. You're funny. Daniel, thank you for becoming a member. Or text AMC. Now we're seeing it rise. There we go. 58.35 or 58.34. Now 58.35. So we're seeing this break levels. This looks really good. This movement looks phenomenal. We're moving now. Yep, it's moving nice. Yeah, I would imagine the volume is a lot higher if I went over to Fidelity. If anybody has Fidelity, can you let me know the real volume? Because I can't bring it up. We need them to beg us to sell. Brian, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Let's check to see who's here or how many people are here. We got 1,036 people in here. 764 likes. Make sure you guys hit that like button. It does help out. I wanted to go over here. What beach did you and your family go to vacation to? Myrtle Beach. 1.8 million on the market on Market Watch. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, because it's 1.07 on Webull. So I think Webull pre-market only shows volume traded on Webull. Should update when it opens. Yes, I know that. I just wanted to see an understanding of where the volume actually is, how high it is. Steve Martin, I bought that book for my daughter. She was older at the time. So funny. What book? I'll send you $20 super chat if you read. If you read the book, go the fuck to sleep. It doesn't count if I already read the book. $1.66 million on Fidelity. Nice China, bro. It's not mine. Not a China person. I think it's all fake. You know what? Fake pears there. Or they might be apples. I don't know. Pears or apples. I live in Myrtle Beach. It's beautiful here. It's a great place to live. Not terrible for the pre-market. No, it's not. Hey, Matthew, how rude of me. Glad to have joined. I'm in the UK, and you're my number one choice at work in the early mornings. Thanks for being with us. Yeah, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. All those emojis. Currently at 58.65. That's crazy. SOS. That's at $4.15. Any other big movers that you're looking at? Anybody sees? Let's go to actually some of the big gainers here. It's probably going to close down. Webull closes out sometimes. All right, here we go. Look at some of these big gainers. Wow, that was literally at the end of the... Wow. Massive increase here. Don't know what that was all about. But that's 61%. Yeah, we're seeing some big gainers here. A lot of times you see these with pharmaceutical plays. Let's go back to AMC. AMC currently at 58.70, so we're seeing a pretty decent rise here. That channel is just beautiful. Yeah, I know. Beautiful movement, exactly. Matt has a great voice for it. That is exactly what I. Would you recommend Myrtle? Would you recommend Myrtle Beach? We usually go to Jersey Shore. I Yeah. So I'm not really a beach person. I think it's beautiful. There's less people from where we are, at least. But um, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's really any different, to tell you the truth. I mean, a beach is a beach to me, but it may be different to other people. Obviously, if you go to different places with clear water, then it makes sense. But it's beautiful. It looks good. I wish I could snap my fingers and go back in time. Yeah, I wish I could too. I mean, I would put everything into AMC. Obviously, I don't want to put everything, but I would put a large chunk and then take some out to put that back where it was so that I can grow that, by hundreds of percent. And I would have uh, invested a lot more in it, $5 or $4. If you could travel anywhere, where would you go? I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. We're starting to see this pullback a little bit from $58.70. If I could travel anywhere, where would I go? I don't know. I'll have to think about that for a little bit. Because, like I said, well, I'm not really a traveler now. I would like to be able to see different places and all that stuff, but um, I would say Hawaii sounds nice. I would like to go there just to relax, not to have to worry about being on a beach, but being in a tropical paradise, really. You know, I'd buy a bunch of Tom Brady rookie cards. Yeah, there's a lot of things. I would I would probably save all my Pokemon too, because then I would have at least hundreds of thousands of dollars from that alone. I got a pimple in my ear and it hurts. Anyways, so yeah, 58.44, 58.40. So it's not bad. The growth this morning is not bad. We did start out pretty low at 2% down, going down to 3% down. I think almost hitting 4% down, but we did end up recovering from that, getting back up to 58.70. Hopefully we can remain strong and we don't fully resist at 60, because I know they're trying to keep us below 60. I would love to take a food and water tour, or food world tour. Sorry. Yeah, that sounds good. I had no idea that the Great Wall of China was that long for some reason. Um, I was like, yeah, I'd like to jog on the Great Wall of China. Do you know how long that is? No, what was it, um, like 6 miles or something? Not even close. You look up how long the Great Wall of China is if you don't know. We're starting to see that pullback that I was saying that we didn't want to see. So down to 57, we were seeing a little bit too much strength where we were being overbought. Now we're down to about 46 from the RSI. So it's a nice pullback. I just hope it's not a strong pullback. Let's see if we could bounce off this trend line. Yeah, Great Wall of China is ridiculously long. A couple 100 miles. Wouldn't be back. I haven't been anywhere in 3 years. Hoping AMC is going to help with a small vacay. Dream to go back to. There are a lot of places. Clear waters. Yeah. I mean, it sounds amazing. I don't really, like I said, I don't really, not really a traveler, but I do like seeing my family have fun on vacation. A couple 100 miles, 13,000. It's ridiculously long. Oh, I already Googled it. I know how long it is. I'm just letting everyone else know because I didn't know if anybody else had the same thought as me. I was like, yeah, what is it, like a good, I don't know, 20 miles? Maybe I can just jog it and, rest or whatever. It would take forever. While you spend the rest of your life jogging on the Wall of China. We're gonna have to watch on AMC. I don't know. The rest of my life, yeah, it takes forever. Jog. I peed off the Great Wall of China. Don't know if that's sanitary. Anyone here anyone here a Safe Moon holder? Yes, I hold Safe Moon. I hold about 27 million. AMC pops. I'm gonna go to take my stepdaughter to Disney World. That's pretty cool. I think we deserve that. I would I would do the same thing, but I'm waiting until Hayden turns 3 so she can go on some rides. So got 2 more years, and then we'll go to Disney World again. Morning, everybody. And Matt, hope you're having a good vacation with your family. I am. I am. My friend stole a rock off of the Great Wall of China, off of the actual wall. Let's see if we can see a bounce off of um, this level of support here. If we can see a bounce off of this and see that jump up to 59 or something, that would be great. I'm so tired, yawning so much. I don't know if I want to go to the beach today. I really don't. Find a better option. Maybe I can take all the stuff down to the beach and leave them there, and then not go down to the beach because I want to just relax and look at the water, not on the beach, from either the comfort of the balcony or the comfort of the actual living room that has a full wall of windows. Like, look at this. I'll just show you guys. See if you can see it. It's just a full wall of windows, and I don't know if you could see all the way out there, but maybe you could. Let me check. Yeah, you guys can't see it. It's too bright. All right, so we got 1,145 people in here, but you have a full wall of windows and literally all ocean. It just looks phenomenal. You look tired. We appreciate the early start, but get some rest so you can enjoy your stay. I am enjoying my stay. I just want to be able to relax. We aren't doing much relaxing. It's overcast today, so it's a great day. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm just not really a beach type of person. When I go to the beach, I end up sleeping if it's not crowded. It relaxes me. Well, I wish I could do that, but I couldn't do that if I was down there because, both kids would be down there. So, and uh, Erica would probably be in the water with Harper, and Hayden would be back under the umbrella. So, welcome to vacation with kids. Yeah, it's a lot with multiple kids. One kid is pretty easy because you have one parent with the kid that you know you can basically do a bunch of stuff with. But with two kids, it's very tough. I hate the beach. I've been living in Florida most of my life. And I plan to move to Georgia after AMC squeezes. That's cool. I have a family that lives in Georgia and North Carolina. We're seeing that a little bit of a pullback right now. Um, we did see a little bit of a pullback. I think we're starting to see that, um, bounce, which is good. We want to break 59 this morning. That would be great. We have about 2 hours till the market opens. They were doing a lot of construction on a lot of the rides at Disneyland in California 3 years ago. Yeah, Disney World. I haven't had any bad experience with it. I mean, I've only been there once, but I'm not going to be that person that goes there multiple times a year or more than once every like 2 years or so. Do you do a family vacation at the beach and then take a vacation that you prefer? No. A vacation that I prefer will not happen. Um, Someone asked me earlier, what's the if I could travel anywhere in the world, um, where would I go right now? And I just figured out the real answer to that question, and it's Ireland. I would love to go there and play a lot of golf with like maybe a standard foursome. Like maybe we can have a bunch of golf trips. That would be amazing. But I think Erica probably would like Ireland, but there's I know she likes the beaches, so I don't know. So maybe, but never know. Would you consider this us having good volume back? Um, would I consider this good volume? Again, we don't need great volume. We don't need great volume to see this increase. Now we are seeing decent volume. It's not amazing. Like we've seen in the past 30 million shares in the pre-market. Now we still do have 2 hours left until the market opens. But yeah, is Ireland half your heritage? No, no. I just know they have good golf courses, which I wanted to play golf here, and I don't even know if I'm going to get a chance to do it. I mean, we still are in the beginning of the vacation, but I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to do it. Investing is an addiction, or um, golfing. I don't know what you're talking about. Because investing is addicting. Seems like we broke past that level of support. Down to $57.85. I was just in Dublin. Highly recommend investing. How are you feeling about the Open? You think it will break above 60? No. I'm thinking I want to see it continue on this route, but I feel like it's not. You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb. Anybody want to put their guesses for where we will get to? Um, I'm gonna say, and it is a yes because it's definitely something that can't be predictable. I hope that we can continue on this route, but we might see a bounce at that level of support, which it looks like it is. So I'm thinking we're gonna see. I'm thinking you're right. You know what? We might break past 60. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say we're gonna get to $61. $61.32 is where we're gonna open. It truly is a guessing game. 57.37. All right. 62. $59.95. Sounds like an infomercial. I have a $61 call option, so you're gonna say 61, 62.04, 61, 61.33. Open at 100. Nothing wrong with believing. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And I hope you are right. Open up at 100. Myrtle Beach Golf Course is really good. Yeah, I want to play TPC Myrtle Beach, but I think if I end up playing one round, or I end up playing golf, it will probably be one round. I was thinking of playing two, but it doesn't seem like I'll have time. With the two kids and taking everything down. I mean, I could possibly take everything down to the beach and then go golfing and then come back. That could be a possibility, but I don't know. I just want to be able to help. Hey, give me a damn thing. That channel is just beautiful. That movement today, after hitting these lows, it's just amazing. Did you know that Murdoch lost over 100 million on AMC put spread? So good. Good. We are seeing that bounce right now. $58.18 currently. We're also going to see a spike at like 801, right? We should see that spike with call options if it hits 60, even for a minute, will have the same effect. With call options, if it hits 60, even for a minute, will have the same effect. I'm not 100% sure I understand the question. Sorry, I missed your B-Day last. There's no birthday. I'm off the bed. I had to hear you for the day. All right, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. We're starting to see this jump up to 58.40, 58.41. The hedge. I don't understand the levels. Oops. No, you're good. I'm just not understanding. It's not you. It's just I'm not understanding. Maybe I'm misreading it somehow, some way. They basically instantly unhedge. What do you mean levels, says Callum. 58.47. Hey Matt, did you know it was also Matt Gore's birthday on Friday? You guys are birthday twins. Nobody's birthday is any day. Nobody's birthday is any day. I'm gonna stick to that sentence. We need to get to 70 or 80 for the gamma to get going good. I bet I want to take out some options, or I want to buy some call options, but I still haven't been approved for my account yet. I'm still like level 1, I think. I don't want to buy any covered calls. I don't understand why I thought covered calls will have more risk than just calls. Happy birthday, Matt. Not a thing. Anything above 70, and we should take off. Birthday. I heard it was your birthday, Matt. My birthday's next week. I wanted to hit 150. I would love it to hit 150. And if I don't say it, happy early birthday, but I probably will say it. It means $60 call options run in the money. Those with those call options can exercise them. So weird you have more than one birthday, but whatever. I don't. Is it Kinney? Kinney, thank you for becoming a member. We have 1,290 people in here. Guys, if you can hit the like button, it does help out the channel a ton. If you want to become a member, a part of this community, all you have to do is hit the link in the description. The first link, it is 99 cents to become a member, and that's all you really need to be a part of this community, to actually participate in the chat. I've never done a super chat or donated to anyone, but since it's your birthday, I figured I'd do it. Happy birthday. You guys are funny. Queen Elizabeth has multiple birthdays. And his middle name is Elizabeth. And she's a queen. Princess, I guess. AMC gets over $75. It's a happy birthday, everyone. Yeah, you're right. OCGN News up pre-market. That's good to know. Tesla I was happy with yesterday. I'll tell you that. Up 1%. Actually bringing me back over positive because I bought in at 608. So I'm saving myself to wake up before my alarm to watch your stream before work. Thanks for making mornings better, Matt. Happy birthday. It was a great comment until the happy birthday. No, it's amazing. Thank you for saying that. I'm glad I can make anyone's morning feel better. But you guys make me feel great as well to be able to have this community and communicate with you guys, and um, also make money as well. You and a lot of famous people have the same birthday today. So, all right, Tom Roth. Total falls on Klein Friday could be juicy if it works. Boom boom candle. Don, thank you for becoming a member. It's your birthday. Happy 60th birthday. Is that what we're going with now? I'm apparently 60 years old. Jesus. I don't think I'm 60. I've seen a lot of YouTubers say that GME is that catalyst that will start the squeeze. And the biggest mover, AMC isn't. I feel like you disagree. I'm curious what your thoughts are. I've seen a lot of YouTubers say that GME is the catalyst that will start the squeeze. And the biggest mover, and be the biggest mover, and that AMC isn't. So a lot of people may be thinking this because of the amount of shares that they have. I would say that GME just doesn't have as much to. I'm trying to think of the way to word this. I would say that GME doesn't have as much of an impact on the hedge funds as AMC does, because AMC, they've been shorting it, naked shorting it as much as they could. I'm not saying that they're not doing that with GME, but I don't think to the same extent. I understand that there was more potential on what was going on with AMC because of the fact that they haven't really set up a new business plan or a new business model. The revenue still hasn't been on point. But then you can look at something like GameStop, who's never really made that move to close. Yes, you did have portions to where it did close for a little bit, but you never really made that move to close. And they're also making more decisions showing that they're more of a viable business than something of an AMC that hasn't had the volume or revenue pre-pandemic. So this is where they're trying to find the best opportunity to see something that doesn't fundamentally look sound. So if they're going to do that, then that means that they're going to push against AMC a lot more and not GME. Now, I know what people are thinking. The reason why they're saying GME is because of the amount of total shares they have out there. Obviously, if you buy 10,000 shares of GME and buy 10,000 shares of AMC, GME is going to have more of an impact than AMC does because of the fact that they have less shares. It's just like buying a cryptocurrency that has only 36,000 coins. You buy one, it's going to be a crazy impact, but you buy one on something that has 129 billion coins, it's not going to be any type of an impact. So it's the same deal right there. But I would say that they're both tied together on when they will squeeze because the same hedge funds are shorting those. So the introvert thing come from? Where does the introvert thing come from? You have a natural and disarming vibe kind of guy you wanna hang with. I don't like the way you pander for your birthday donations. But oh yeah, that's funny. No, so I am truly introvert. I don't know if it comes across a different way online just because nobody's here, but unless I, have one or two beers in my system, I'm usually very, very introvert. Like I'll converse with people with like with a beer, and be relaxed there. But most likely, I'm not. I'm not talking to most people. I'm more of a lone wolf. I'm by myself, even to the point to where sometimes I want to just spend time like on the golf course by myself and play around the golf and just be relaxed. You know what I mean? And that's just how it goes. When I played football in high school and college, we would have our team dinners, and I was by myself. I chose to go to a completely different table or not even be near anybody during like team dinners, or it's just something where one I wanted to get my. Um, I always made the excuse that it was a mindset thing, but it wasn't more of a mindset thing trying to get prepared for the game because I was already prepared. It was more or less just I I'm very introvert. That was where I was. But here I seem different because I'm talking to you guys and I'm still by myself. So I know that there's what 1,099 people here. I know that, but I am very, very introvert. So you don't have to stress out about fitting into the discussion. Chill with your homie, yourself. Yeah, you have a humbling and an awesome personality. We enjoy it. I keep a small circle of people. Yeah, and the same thing here. A very small circle of people. I mean, it was a lot. I would say it was a lot bigger in college, but um, and the funny thing is, no matter how introvert I know, or how introvert I am, it's crazy because like I'll go to different states even before I was on YouTube, and people would say like, "Hey, what's up, Matt? How you doing?" And Eric would be like, "How do you know this many people?" And she doesn't believe that I was, introvert. I think it's just sports. When you play sports, you know a lot of people, and like especially around our city, we are seeing it decrease quite a bit. $57.80 at the moment. Broke past some of these levels. Hmm. How long do you think until we break 80s? I'm thinking we might see that um, either tomorrow or Thursday. I'm really thinking we can get to 100 this week. The reason why is because there's a lot of um, hype around it. I mean, we could see a form of consolidation for a while, but I'm hoping it's this week because I'm hoping for that squeeze to happen soon. You know. Do you walk or you take a cart? It depends. It depends how long the course is or how much time I have. Um, Sometimes walking doesn't really take that long, but if I'm by myself and there's like groups ahead of me that are like twos and fours and whatever, then if I took a cart, I would catch up very fast. If I walked, I would probably catch up, but it would take maybe four holes or five holes, which gives me room. Where did you play college ball? I didn't play like Division One, two. I played Division Three, and the division. Is it Division Three? I don't even think it's Division Three. I played at uh, Thaddeus Stevens Tech, so I played just I played. What positions did I play? I played pretty much everything: wide receiver, running back, fullback at times. They didn't put me on defense. That's good because I'm not really a defensive player. But yeah, I was supposed to play D1 ball out of high school. I couldn't play my senior year, um, and was in talks with Temple, Wagner College, but just didn't play out. So it's cool. Everything worked out the way it was because without playing at Thaddeus Stevens, um, I would have never had the chance to, you know, be with my wife and have these beautiful kids. So thank God you didn't play defense. Yeah, not the best tackler. It's okay. I can catch, so that would have been great. Interceptions, but you would have gave up a lot of touchdowns by missed tackles. I'm not gonna lie. Not I don't do the best job of wrapping my hands. This is really dropping down to the 200 EMA. Look at this. Look at this pullback. Do you have a timeline done between now and the AMC vote in July? I know those call options are coming up on the 18th, but you keep thinking there must be other dates coming up. I'm wondering if the thing about this, um, the thing about trying to find different dates. Yeah, we are at 8:01, so we're starting to see that kick up, and they're really pushing it back down. That's ridiculous. I played D3 ball as a wide receiver too. Yeah, I love playing wide receiver. It's just the problem with that. Like with a running back, you can train by yourself. A quarterback, you can really train by yourself and do whatever. Um, for wide receiver, you have to buy a $3,000 jug machine in order to train by yourself. So, uh, which I could have actually bought, but I chose to buy like stupid things while I was in um, high school and college. Things that teenagers buy. I was like, oh, you know what? I need a pool for the backyard, so I bought a pool. So buy it, and then we only used it like a few times, which was stupid. I just think I spent my money on dumb things when I was younger. But either way, um, I'm at a point now to where I understand money more than the next person. The only thing is we still spend. I still like to spend. If Graham Stephan seen my finances, he probably wouldn't be happy. It'd be a stupid question. Why are the hedge funds in need to cover when the price goes up? Can't they wait it out? Well, if they keep doing that, their unrealized losses grow. So if the price is going up, their losses get steeper and steeper. And if they continue to stay where they are, the losses will stay at those rates, which means that a lot of people can actually sell their position and end up winning in the situation. So ultimately, realize losses get huge, and eventually they do physically have to cover, and they end up covering. So you see them cover some of their shares and then re-short at certain levels. But either way, they're losing money as they do that. Because right now, say it goes from 50 and they shorted 100 million shares, right? Let's say it goes from 50 to 1,000. Now, what are they going to do? It's holding at 1,000. Are they going to cover the shorts that they had at $50? Which means that they lost, $950 per shorted share? And then do they re-short at this moment to see that drop down? Yeah, they could do that. and they could possibly make a lot of money, but they're also going to lose a ton of money there, depending how much they shorted at these lower levels. Do you think it will consolidate or go way up on open for AMC? Liquidated my current. In my crypto last night, wondering if I should buy pre-market or wait until it possibly goes down after the open. I'm thinking that I don't ever try and buy in the pre-market. I wouldn't recommend it, and I'm not really recommending anything. I always wait till the open in order to do my moves, especially if you're going to see a little bit of a pullback. But I'm thinking that we my first prediction might not come true. We might take it close to 60, but um, you might see a pullback back to some pre-market lows or close to it. So if I had to give an opinion, I would say market open is probably the best case scenario, especially after a larger increase, because if you would have been able to make a move down at 54, I think that's probably not a bad option. But I wasn't really sure where it was going to open. As you started to see that increase, it made sense to get in at 54 or close to it. 30-year-old with a job, 30 years old with a job you have is awesome. My 30-year-old still lives in my attic. Well, that happens. I don't want that to happen. This is why I'm not going to give Harper or Hayden anything. I'll give them what they need, but they have to work for everything. Everything that they get is going to be taxed. They're going to understand finances whether they like it or not. So, like everything that they earn when they do, like maybe like I don't know if they're going to like mow the lawn or anything. I don't expect my daughters to do that. If they want to, then they can. And make money there, but I want them to understand the value of currency, whatever that currency ends up being. So if they want to clean and we offer an allowance, it will be taxed at the basic tax rate. Like I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. Oh, my kids to live with me forever. I was upset when my 18-year-old moved out. Yeah, I'm upset that my daughter turned 4 recently, so I have a while, but got a lot of parenting to do. Looks like SOS is back up to the $4.17 mark. Now, I'm not going to stream all the way until the open. I'm not sure if I'll jump back on either. So if you guys are interested in, you know what, I won't, because the stream just looks really low quality, I guess. We have 1,300 people in here. You guys are amazing. Thank you for stopping by. Can you guys actually make sure that you hit that like button? We are over 1,000 likes. My goal is always 2,000, but I'm not streaming as long, so I understand why it wouldn't be that. So, yeah. How long can they short a stock? Give them what they need, but not everything they want. Teach gratitude. Yeah, I bet you are a fantastic dad. I try to be. Obviously, not everybody's perfect, but I try to be. How long can they short a stock? They can short a stock as long as they want, and they can cover it and then reshort it if it goes higher. So as long as they have the money in order to cover this, which they'll probably end up taking some from other long-term investments in order to gain a ton out of it, they can short for a long period of time. Thank you for your answer. But Hawaii is the place to go. A lot of nice golf courses. All right, well, I'll have to check that out too. I played golf in Dominican Republic, and that was really good. It was really fun. Accidentally, I have an 18-month-old and a 6-month-old to go with my 18-year-old and 13-year-old. Wow. Well, that's good. You start over. You accidentally start over. You said you were sad when your 18-year-old left, so you were like, you know what? 13 is not that far away, so let's just have two more children so that we can, um, you can have children in the house forever. But that's amazing, though. Why would they pay up or cover if they don't have to? Well, the thing is that you only have a certain amount of shorts that are available, so they physically can't continue to do it. Now they can keep naked shorting, I guess. They have unlimited naked shorts, which is what they have been doing. But in order to make it seem realistic, you have to cover some of those, um, shorts that you have there to make it show that you have some shorts available. You know what I mean? So they would cover some in order to short it higher, so that um, you end up making some money on the way down. Because if you don't, then what it's going to do is you literally are to that same method of, like, say if I bought it at 50 and it decreases down to 40 the next day. Now I'm bag holding. Now I'm holding the position for a long period of time in hopes that it would get back to 50. Now for them, it's the same way. It starts at 50 where they short it. It goes all the way up to 1,000. Now they have to wait forever for it to get back to 50 in order to, um, cover those shorts. Zach, thank you for becoming a member. Do this week's Friday options have to be covered or lost by 4 p.m.? I'm not familiar with options, but I believe you have that expiration date of, let's say, the 18th, right? That's the date. Um, I believe you have other options. You have other things that you can do with those options. But again, I don't know um, a lot about options. Getting there, but I don't know a lot about it. What are you thinking about Doge? It hasn't done anything at all lately. I know. Neither has any other crypto. Crypto hasn't really been moving too much. We are seeing it decrease a little bit. I'm waiting for this to drop more. And as you know, I had a video talking about going all in. I wanted to hit certain prices for me to go all in. But yeah, I'm good with it. I want to see all the prices decrease so that I can make these moves into there. So again, we're not going to see much movement in the crypto markets as long as people have their interest in the actual stock market. So that's what I'm going with. All crypto is waiting for BTC to get over itself. Yeah, options in the money have already been ahead for. And they're scared of letting it go. Letting go of fiat. I don't know. I don't know much either. I haven't done one yet. I was thinking about selling some shares to get into, but I'm afraid to. Yeah, I'm trying to make that move into there, but I still don't even have level 2 options, which would give me the ability to buy calls. But since I can't do it, I can't learn by example or trial by fire. I can't do that. Polkadot will be listed on Coinbase tomorrow. Based on Coinbase effect, usually there's always a breakthrough. Well, I don't know. The Coinbase effect didn't happen for Doge, so I would say that that probably was maybe the exception, or could have been the rule. We don't know. Um, do you trust crypto? I do trust crypto. After I take a lot of my profits from AMC, uh, you're gonna have a lot of that go to cryptocurrency. So I do trust crypto. Uh, watch in the money. in the money video on options. I think I did. The problem is that I'm the place where I'm at in trying to make my first options move. I can't do anything with it because I don't have a level 2 options. So I need level 2 before I can jump into that. Matt, is Webull your only platform? Can you apply for options trading on another? Yeah, but then I would have to uh, put money or transfer money into there. Like I have my long-term investments in Fidelity, but that's a different story. All right. I think the kids are awake, so I actually have to um, step out of here. So what did we get to today? I think this is a good stream. I think it's a good enough stream, so we can. You know what? We'll wait. We'll wait till 8:30. 8:30. How about that? You guys good by 8:30? I just heard the door open and there's a fan running. Every time I hear that open, I'm like, there's a kid. I think level 2 pre-question is your risk level. Like, is moderate okay? Because I usually put moderate risk. Like, I'm not looking to risk everything. Rebull is hard to get approval on, especially with no experience there. I have to be honest. They're saying I have no experience. I will send you a message on Discord at my lunchtime, so you can start buying options today. All right, sounds good. Don't talk with your mouth full. It was like semi-full. I didn't eat all of it, but yes, I know what you mean. You're right. No need. You need to set high. No, you need to set high risk. Why? I have heard horror stories about options that people don't understand it. You have to lie to get approved. Yeah, it seems that way. AMC currently at 1.6, 1.7%. SOS at 2 point. Maybe I'll wait. You know what? I'll stay live until Matt Kors jumps on so that you guys have another place to go. So whoever's watching me, I appreciate you guys. Risk has nothing to do with it. I have safe risk and still was approved. I applied for Webull level 2 at least 5 times. Honestly, working with options is easier on Robinhood. Is it? I just don't like Robinhood. I would have to transfer money into Robinhood. What's your take on ORF? Wasn't ORF doing well yesterday? I seen it as a good day trade opportunity. I think this is the position I made $128 from just in a matter of like 30 seconds. Just like anything else, if you can't afford to lose the premium, don't buy it, no matter how excited you are. Yeah, I dedicate Robinhood for options. Yeah, I want to have all my short-term things. So options are more short-term than anything. So I'm not picking out something that's 14 years down the line. So I don't know. I consider options more like gambling because it's literally all or nothing. It's like, hey, you either get to this date or nothing, right? That's what I'm looking at. But yeah, I do want to understand more about options. I'll make my first mistake, but that's pretty much it. I do want to see what Ride is going to do because it is decreasing. Remember, I said I wanted to make a move into Ride and see if we can grow, go up to that $11 mark. That would be great. From $9 to $11, I'll take it. What about OCGN? They had a lawsuit coming, so they dropped. Now I see them up in the pre-market. Do you think it will go higher? OCGN. Yeah, it's up 16% in the pre-market. Can it go higher than that? I would probably look to the point to where it might be overbought, and now it's starting to get reset on the RSI, but you still never know. I would probably wait it out. If you do see it increase quite a bit, then you can make that move. If you see some strong candlesticks, you can make that move, but just be prepared to pull out and gain maybe $100, $200, whatever it ends up being. Do you think org is going somewhere today? I bought 5K at $11.45. I mean, it's negative in the pre-market, but it's not too far negative. Let's see the last 5 days. All right, well, let's just look at the last day. I can't really tell you. I would say you probably will see some sort of a increase, but if you already bought some at $11.45, I would say it's going to be a little tough. Looks like it resists at those levels at 11.50. So we'll see how it plays out today. It has hit 11.95 in the pre-market, so you might see a little bit of an increase, but I don't really know all of the detail behind why you are seeing that large increase there. I would have to look into it more to say whether it is going to increase or whether I believe it's going to increase today. Just based on the movement, you do have a couple of points to where it is getting up to these resistance points at like 11.50 or so, 11.60. So just know that if it is going to increase, it's probably going to resist at those 11.50 marks. But my pullout game is weak. It's usually the case with a lot of people. There's the kind of options you can lose more when you put in. What kind of option is that called? That is a good question. That you can lose more than you can put in. I think there's a certain level. I think it's a put. If you take out a put, I believe you can lose more than you put in. Like if you say the price is going to go down, you can lose like an unlimited amount. Is that what it is? And the complete opposite to where you can gain an unlimited amount. Is that accurate? Sounds like a put. Yeah. Yeah. It's just like shorted shares. If you short something, you can lose an unlimited amount, but you have a max amount that you can gain. It can only go to zero. However, if you have if you're buying a position, you can gain an unlimited amount, and you can lose just everything that you own there, whatever you invested. Yes, be careful before you ever do one of those. Not something we are doing though. Yeah. You buy a put option only on only the premium can be. If you buy a put option, only the premium can be lost. No, that's not true. If you buy a put option, I believe it's like only the premium can be gained or something. All right. Well, you know what? I have to end this. 'Cause I want to go help with the children. I was gonna go until Matt goes live, but um, probably gonna look at the water for a little bit if the kids aren't awake. But it sounds like they are. Guys, if you could hit the like button, I appreciate everybody stopping by with me. There's 1,277 people here, 1,191 likes. 12 new members today. I think we had a good live stream. It was some decent movement. Nothing too crazy. Let's do a little bit of an update here. 1.67% on AMC, 3% for SOS. You do have Wish that's up, OCGN that's up 16%. GameStop is down 1.5%. Cost is down 0.3%. So just know that we're still in this phase. I would hope that we can see a massive increase today, but you never really know. You never do really know. But make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Follow me on Twitter. Make sure you hit that follow button over here on Twitter. I will, be doing updates, just random tweets here and there, depending on what time I have. And also follow my other channels. If you go over to my page, you go over to my page here. Let's actually find it. You got 1.1K watching. Look at that. Yeah, if you go over to my page, I got it, and you go to channels, you're going to see the channels I'm associated with. I got my Matt Reacts channel, the MP Shorts channel, the Perry Experience channel, and these are some friends that are on YouTube. So definitely check out some of those other channels. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you everybody for watching this morning. I will see you in an update video this morning. And yeah, I will see you in an update video later in the day to see how AMC is actually doing, and also another stream tomorrow. I can't message your Twitter. All right, well, you can message my Instagram. I don't know why you can't message my Twitter. I've had that problem with a lot of other people. I don't know why, but definitely my Instagram. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys